so impressed by that. I had no idea that we were the most technologically advanced corporation. I had never heard of the two words Mary Kay and career in the same sentence before. Quite frankly, I had a college degree, and I felt like these people are just doing a hobby, and I don't have time for a hobby. And I had no interest in lipstick or eyeshadow. If you had met me back then, I had cystic acne, blackheads, tons of oil, and this hair is tame right now. So I'm half Middle Eastern. My brows grow where no man should. Have you ever seen Bert and Ernie on Sesame Street? So I would overpluck my brows in this direction. You end up with a fur and a stump in the middle of your eyeball. Girls, that is not cute. And if you don't have girlfriends to tell you and you only have guy friends, you're walking around with furs and stumps. So I don't know exactly what they saw in me, but it was not, I was not the glamour person, okay? I had grown up with brothers. My mom grew up with brothers. I used Noxema on good days and Clearasil on bad days, okay? And so it took me a while to wrap my brain around something like this. But here's what I knew for sure. I knew for sure that I was looking for a circle of kindness. And I knew for sure that this had been #1 for a really long time, and now it's been #1 best loved brand. If you look up brand keys, Mary Kay is the best loved brand in the country of all skincare and color cosmetics. So I figured, even though I wasn't a Mary Kay user, anybody not a Mary Kay user before you came tonight? Okay, first time girlfriends? Wow, most of you guys are, but some of you aren't. I figured there had to be something in it that would make people keep coming back. And so lo and behold, I did find things that cured my cystic acne, my blackheads, my oil, etc. And so let me get back on track here because I can get real passionate about it. But I had no idea this was something new. I didn't know that it was built on the golden rule. You know that thing they talked about in the 3rd grade? Do unto others, you'd have them do unto you. There was no territories. I was going to be moving, so you can do this business anywhere the U.S. flag flies. And that it was built on faith first, family second, and career third. And that there's actually a retirement program called the Family Security Program. So they will actually pay you in retirement. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. And that this lipstick part, this skincare part, is really just our vehicle. You know, it's a recession-proof product. Women will still wash their face in a bad economy. Wouldn't you all agree? And so when women are washing this down the drain, what it's allowing us to do is allowing us to meet you in a non-discriminatory way, because how many of the people have skin? 90%. That's a trick question, right? So we can, all ages, all backgrounds, everything, all nationalities, we can meet them in a non-discriminatory way. So this is our way to meet them. So I was in $137,000 of debt. And so I made a vision decision and not a circumstance decision. And so when your circumstances can keep you from doing something and you make a decision based on that, guess where you're going to be later? In the same place. So when you want to get someplace different, you got to make a decision on where you want to go, not where you are right now. Does that make sense to y'all? So because I had a reason, I had a $137,000 reason, and it wasn't that I bought a bunch of shoes and stuff, although I do love my shoes. It was because I had a lot of student loans. And a little bit of wedding debt we were about to accumulate, and a little bit of credit card debt. But I was a hardworking person on a salary job, and no matter how hard I was going to work, I was going to be on the same payback plan until somebody decided I was ready for a promotion, or if I applied someplace else and I got a little bit of a pay raise. Are you following me? So do you know that it takes the average American 20 to 60 years to get to zero? 20 to 60 years to pay off the debt. Working week in, week out, week in, week out. 20 to 60 years of your adult life to get to zero. And do y'all know how much it takes for a woman on average to retire, which is more than a man? $1.5 million to $3 million today in order to fully retire. How many of us have saved our first million? Right? These are things we have to think about. And did you know the younger you think about it, the easier it is? But it's something we have to think about. And so here's the deal, and I just want to leave you all with a shift. And I don't care if it's through Mary Kay or if it's something else, but I want to leave you with a shift. Because most people walk around just living and surviving. I want you to think about thriving more often than you might think about surviving. And so if you're not using the leverages around you, life can quickly catch up So what ends up happening is if you don't plan for the future, at some point it's going to be a place and a position that you didn't save that $1.5 million or $3 million that you may need. And somebody in your life is going to have to make some tough choices for you. They're going to have to make choices to put you in a place you don't want to stay, or unable to put you in a place, and guess what happens? Then they're stressed out working their job, or they're giving up their job, or you're giving up your job. This might be you for your parents if you don't save for them, if they didn't have an opportunity to plan. And now your adult life is sacrificing your promotions, etc. Does anybody feel that to be true and understand what I'm talking about? I've lived through it. I've lived through it with my grandmother, and it was not her fault. And she had money for a while, but who knew she was going to live to 97? Who knows how long you're going to live? And so we have to be able to be prepared, or we're going to put ourselves or our children or unborn children in positions that we don't mean to do. And so because I took a leap of vision decision, we were on a 40-year payoff plan to get to zero. And do you know how quickly we paid off that $137,000? Now, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I began to treat it seriously. Spare time at first, which was not much. It was 10 minutes at first, spontaneously. Then I moved. I got a different job, and I started to do a little bit more. I became a director of marketing with a big title and a smaller paycheck than the title said. And so I decided to treat this seriously on my 1-hour commute each way. And that's how I started to grow it. And Noah and I paid off this debt in 3 years.
All right.
3 years. We shaved off 37 years because of Mary Kay. Yeah, you can applaud for that. That's pretty good, right? Isn't that good?